Yes. Salute to you all. You know what's up. You know who this is. K Speaks. And when K speaks, you listen. Why? Because I'm going to save you some time and some money. One of those things you can't get back again. So look, I was just thinking about some things that happened to me when I was with my ex and stuff, man. And some things that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have probably gone through. And, you know, because I heard somebody talking about this today, and it's kind of triggered some memories and stuff, man. I just figured it would be something, a good conversational piece for you fellas. Maybe some of you guys have gone through this stuff, and one of the two things I wanted to talk about are some shaming things that a lot of women these days do. Two things that they say that like really need to be discussed and really broken down, so that way you guys understand what's really being said when they say these things. One is man up. You need to man up. And you need to man up. And the other is, yeah, a real man does this. A real man does that. Now, usually, I say these things are shaming tactics because usually when they talk about manning up, it's because they want you to do something that they want you to do, not necessarily that you need to do or that men do. Man up. Let me change this gear, man. I'm tripping. Yeah, because they want you to do something, and it's a way of manipulating you into doing whatever it is that they want you to do. You know, you need to man up and do this, and you need to man up and do that. Oh, a real man, that's the other one. A real man does this. A real man does that. Now, 9 times out of 10, especially in the case of my ex, I don't want to say her name or anything like that. I just want to, I'll leave that anonymous. But in the case of my ex, she hit me with the whole real man. A real man does this. A real man takes care of that. A real man does, a real man sees his woman in peril and da-da-da. Nah. And that's another thing, man. I realized that, I gotta be really transparent with you fellas, because, I think that's the only way a lot of you people that are out there listening to me, or listen to any of us that talk about these things, will only really feel it and really understand and relate to it as if is only when you or we are transparent to some degree about our own lives. So that's why I hit you with, man. I'm not here to like BS anybody. I'm not here to feed you a bunch of garbage or rehash stuff that somebody else said or whatever. That's not me. Even if I talk about something that I heard somebody else talk about, I will give it to you from my angle, or from some kind of experience that I had that can go along with that. And so therefore, this whole man up and a real man this or a real man that thing is something I heard quite a bit from my ex, and I have to say that it's one of the worst shaming tactics that a woman can use. Because what a woman really is doing when she tells you that is questioning your manhood, and really it's a sign of disrespect. Because why would she question your manhood if she's with you, if she's married to you, even? Why would she even be questioning your manhood? And when a woman does that, I'm telling you, you gotta don't allow her to do that. Don't allow her to do that to you, because if she gets away with it once, she'll try to do it again. So you gotta nip it in the bud as soon as you hear it. So the whole, you need to man up, a real man this. The first thing you need to say, because a lot of these women have, like my ex, have been, married before or whatever, and or these women have kids from all these different people, and you come into the picture, which I don't advise you to do that. Of course, you already know that on my prior videos about multiple baby daddy syndrome, which, believe it or not, is really one of my highest viewed videos, man. I was really shocked that I had 4,000 views on that. I'm like, man, I didn't even think I was making that much of an impact on the world, you know what I mean? But 4,000 views and 3,000 views for part 2 of it, that was like, wow to me. thanks you guys for watching that, you know, and I'm glad it helped a lot of people. But you know, like I said, you know, if she might have a bunch of kids and stuff, or you know, whatever the case may be, and she hits you with that real man thing, and the first thing you should tell her is, what do you know about a real man? And especially if this woman was raised by her mom and there was no man in sight, which in certain communities, I know, especially in the black community, and I try to talk about things on the even keel where everybody can relate to it, but I can't relate to the black community because that's what I'm from. But I know that in the black community there's a lot of moms raising kids, both women and men, and I don't know, man, it's just a mess. So if there's no father around, and the crazy thing is this, especially in the black community, I can talk about the black community, I'm singling them out right now. You got a woman who is, let's say she's 24 years old. The mom had her when she was 15. No, let's say she's 20. And the mom had her when she was 15, so the mom is 35. And the mom's mom had her when she was 15. So she's what, 50? So between 20 and 50, that's a generation. It's only 30 years between those three women, from top to bottom. And then that 20-year-old has a kid. So you got, what, 4 generations right there? And no man in sight, man. No man in sight. Why? Because they've ran the man out. So when a woman that is in a situation or a similar situation to that, how in the world is she going to tell you what a real man is and what a man does when she never even grew up around a man? And most of these women that are like that, when you talk to them like a man, oh, you know, you're yelling at me. No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking to you matter-of-factly. I'm talking to you like a man to, oh, but it's so loud, and you know, why you have such bass in your voice? Well, that's how a man speaks. A man speaks with authority. See, that's one thing they hate. They hate a man that has authority. And that's what you're seeing on TV and stuff a lot these days too. They don't want a man around them that has authority, who speaks with authority. Why? Because these women are a lot of these, not all, I want to say all, but the majority of women that are out there, especially in American society, are a bunch of Jezebels. They want to usurp authority over the man. And that's one of the reasons why you see them everywhere now. I remember back in the day, you watch NBA, you watch football, the NFL. I didn't want to see women commentating on the games. You wouldn't see none of that. I mean, the only place you see a woman in the professional ball or playing any kind of professional league was as a cheerleader. But now you got them wanting to commentate on things. You got them like, you know, and maybe that drives up views and stuff, I don't know, but you got them all over the place because it's like they have an envy of men. They want to take over every space that a man has instead of creating their own, because you know they don't create nothing. They just want to take it over. Here's a good example of that: girls being in the Boy Scouts. But yet you can't see any boys in the Girl Scouts. Why? Because women, feminists especially, want to take over this space where a man is at or has authority of. So these women are calling you, you know, telling you need to man up. Oh, a real man takes care of another man's responsibility. I've heard that before. Or, oh, if you were a real man, you would, or you know, you need to man up. You know, what do you know about manning up if you're not a man? For one, what do you know about a real man if, one, you never were raised around a man? 3-4 generations in your family. Matter of fact, my ex-wife was like that. You know, her dad was just a mess. Then her mother's family, her mother's generation didn't have no man around them because the father left. And the grandmother pretty much was like the matriarch. So, man, anytime you see matriarchy like that, running like 2-3 generations in a family, you know it's the end of that line, basically. The rest of nothing good can come from that. Nothing good can come from a situation like that. And God bless them if they do. but the majority of the time they don't, man. There's nothing good that can come from that. The women in situations like that cannot stand to have authority, a male authority figure over them, and they will question, they will even kick back and fight against male authority in a household, and then scream at you and tell you what a real man should do and what a real man should be. And it's just unbelievable, man. It's absolutely unbelievable that, you know, a man will have to even deal with that. You will have to fight tooth and nail to make the smallest decisions in a house like that where a woman questions your manhood. And matter of fact, dudes, I hope that got you not married to a woman like that, because it makes it so much easier to leave. But if a woman ever hits you with, oh, you know, a real man does this, a real man does that, or hit you with the, you need to man up, as soon as she says that, pack your stuff and go to the first door that you can find, leave out the door, man. And if there's no door, be like the cartoons and just run through the wall and make a dang door, because you know what, that's not the woman for you, man. Honestly, that woman is hell-bent on destruction, and her whole life, I can guarantee you 100% of the time, maybe not, 100% of the time, I can guarantee you that a woman who tells a man that has had a long line of men who just left them. Why? Because they were crazy. They were crazy, and nobody would wanted to deal with that. Nobody wanted to put up with it. But she gets you, and for her to try to keep you, because she knows she doesn't hold a match to anything else and can't really bring anything to the table, she has to use manipulative tactics and words and phrases like a real man this, a real man that, and man up. So 9 times out of 10, those women have had strings of relationships and be like, oh my gosh, you know, I just want to find a guy that's good. Oh no, you had that. You had the real man, but you didn't want him because he was too nice. And you know what? I should talk about that too. I remember I used to get told that I was too nice. You know, you're just so nice. And women would go to the nearest stuff that they can find, like, so you want somebody who's gonna beat you in your head. Is that what it is? Like, it's not that I'm nice, I'm just a real dude. I'm a real dude who came at you with no game. I wasn't trying to play no game. I was like whispering in your ear this, that. I'll come at you straight. Look, you know, I'm interested in you. You know, I don't usually approach people, but you know, I'm interested in you. I'd like to know who you are. I mean, let's go eat and talk, you know. But whatever. Oh no, you know, make an excuse or whatever. And no, I'm not an ugly dude. I'm pretty fit, athletic, always have been. But you know, I was an athletic nerd, I guess you could say. I mean, I was intelligent, of course, and I spoke pretty articulately. You know, at least I think. I know how to write and read and speak the English language the way it's supposed to be. And you know, I guess a lot of women, especially in my community, they didn't want that. They don't want that. That's just too square for them. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, as soon as a woman tells you to man up, or you know, a real man this, a real man that, she is questioning your manhood. She is actually, that is a form of disrespect, and you should not put up with that. If you choose to stay, here's what I tell you: as soon as that happens, you nip it in the bud, because that's the way you got to keep your respect in a relationship. As soon as she says that, hey, look, check her real fast. What do you know about a real man? You haven't had one. Matter of fact, tell them you haven't had a real man until you had me. So what do you know about a real man? You got to come at it that way, because what that does is tell her that you're not afraid. You're not afraid to check her. You're not afraid to lose her either. Don't be afraid to lose her. And if you check her, honestly, she won't go nowhere. She'll like it. Believe it or not, women like a man who's gonna check them. That's why they like thugs so much, because they know thugs are not gonna let them get away with nothing. So you have to check her. And you check her like that, she shouldn't do it again. If she does, don't check again. Just bounce, because that's a woman who just wants confrontation. And you know, you don't need confrontation in your area, man. You want to be around people who are positive. You want to be around. If you're gonna be around a woman, She should be a woman who brings life into the atmosphere. She shouldn't be a woman who takes life from the atmosphere, that sucks the air out of the room when she comes in. You know, she should bring life into the room when she walks in. She should bring life into your life instead of sucking you dry of your energy and being an energy vampire. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. So, you know, check a woman. Women like to be checked. They like a man to tell them no. You know, they don't want a man who's going to tell them yes. If you tell them yes all the time, then of course you're going to get the you're too nice. And I never was told I was too nice because I didn't say no. I was told I was too nice because, well, I don't start problems. You know, you got to understand. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but this is for free. A lot of women like drama. Women have to feel like that. You know, women are actually worse than men. You know, they say, oh, well, men are territorial. They just want to take out the penises and pee on like stuff to mark their territory like dogs. Actually, no, women are like that, worse than guys are. So, you know, they're worse than men when it comes to that. Way worse. And so, you know, they man, I forgot what I was about to say. I lost track of my man in the middle of a video. Man, that's really bad. But no, women are like that, you know, and so they want to mark you, but you gotta show them that you're the person that's in authority, man. And once you do that, then, you know, they usually they like it. They just like to be told no. Like I said, Doug's tell them no. Doug's put them into place, and that's the reason why they are the way they are, like that. So that is that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Something came up. You know, I use my phone to do these videos, and I really should get a good camera, and I probably will do that soon. So that way I have higher quality videos. You know, the car chronicles are pretty cool because you actually get to see where I'm driving. I'm in Puerto Rico, and you guys get to see where I'm driving. And so, you know, the car chronicles are kind of cool, but at the same time, I want to get back to doing like videos where you actually see my face and stuff, and not be doing videos at night. But yeah, man. You know, there's a lot of good content creators out there right now. You know, I've been checking out this one guy. And I don't usually put people's names in my videos and stuff because, you know, I don't know how they feel about that. But I'm giving this cat a shout out, man. Thinking Man's Templar, man. Really good content. It's just like really well put together cat, man. I was listening to some of his stuff today, and man, it's just amazing. You know, women. One of the shaming things that, since we're on shaming tactics and stuff, one of the shaming things that women do is like, when you tell them that you've gone through this, that, and the other with women, and that, you know, you just kind of want to like get yourself together. You're not really interested in dating or whatever the case may be. Oh, you know, you must be gay, or oh, who hurt you? That happened to me the other day. I said something about I said something about swirlers. Like, I'm really not feeling swirlers. I don't like the attitude that most swirlers have that I've met and that I come across. I don't care who you date, honestly. You know, we live in a world where everybody's dating everybody. You know, white, black, Chinese and black, Chinese and Indian. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, I mean, it's all out there, and I don't see nothing wrong with it personally. However, the problem I have with black women that swirl is like, those same swirlers are the ones that were like hating on black men for dating outside the race. And I've had comments from other women from other races that I've talked to, and I've, you know, some of them I've even dated. Like, yeah, you know, black women have been looking at me weird since I've been with you. You know, I'm like, yeah, but why? I'm the articulate, smart guy that they didn't want. So why is it such a problem? Why is it such a problem when I'm with somebody else, or they think that I'm with somebody? Because, you know, I have like associates, women associates that I hang out and talk to or whatever. You know, go grab a meal or whatever. You know, no big deal. You know, usually these people I work with. So why would you be upset with me since you didn't want me in the first place? Why would you be upset? 9 times out of 10, if I was walking down the street, because I'm clean cut, you know, women, black women especially, don't want no clean cut dude for the most part. And I speak articulately. So why in the world would you be worried about who I'm with? You know what I mean? Oh, you must be, you just want a white girl, or you just want this, oh yeah. So I had, you know, somebody tell me, oh, you don't want to date with, you don't, you're talking bad about sisters. I'm like, no, I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just talking about them based off my observation and my experience with them. Oh, I don't know who made you so upset. Who hurt you? I'm like, who's to say that I hurt? How do you know I didn't hurt somebody? You talking about who hurt me, but how do you know it wasn't me that hurt somebody else? Not that I did, but I'm just saying, like, how do you know? You know, why do I have to be hurt or angry because I critique something? That's just like the dumbest logic I've ever heard in my life. Just because I critique something don't mean I'm angry or that I'm hurt. So, and because I critique a black woman doesn't mean that I hate a black woman. I have love for black women, you know. Do they have the same kind of love for me? Probably not, but that's just how they are. Black American women have a certain type that they like, and they're very extreme when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, matter of fact, sheesh, man. You know, I'm just gonna end this video on that because I'm gonna use that as another video topic. But yeah, don't put up with that man up thing from a woman. Don't put up with that a real man this, because 9 times out of 10 they don't even know. I mean, think about it, man. If most of these women that are saying that knew what a real man was, they'd be married to one person. I'm gonna say that again. If these women who are talking about what a real man does and what a real man should be, if they knew what a real man was, they'd be married to that one real man. They wouldn't be like, oh, I'm still looking for my real man. I'm still looking for this, you know, oh, yeah, this person, that. No, you would have got it right on the first time. If you knew what a real man was, you've gotten it right the first time, and you wouldn't even be single or dating anybody. You'd be married, happily married with that one real man. So don't let them do that to you. Don't let them shame you. Don't let them disrespect you, man. And I'm going to end the video on that note.